The goal is to be bug free, which actually means be 99% bug free, because you can never really be 100%. I mean, with really any software, you're never going to be 100% bug free. There's going to be some level of bugs, even for the best products out there. I mean, I was using what was I using the other day? Well, I've been having a lot of issues with Discord lately, but there was another app I was using. I think it was either Instagram or Twitter. I don't remember. Um, but I ran into a bug, and it's like, an app that's been around for over a decade, has billions of dollars backing it, and hundreds of developers, probably tens of thousands of developers, in some cases, can still have bugs. So really, the goal is to get 99% uptime and 99% bug free. And by the end of May, we've been making actually really incredible progress on this. If I pull up our GitHub, I can give you the exact numbers. But the by the end of May, I've told the devs that I want every single listed bug that I've found and that you guys have found and I've put in the GitHub to be cleared out. So we should be at 0 logged bugs, which means that the only bugs that remain are ones that we don't know about. And when I say that, I've spent a lot of time testing the UI and testing it from, I mean, I've got like Android phone, I've got a PC, I've got a MacBook, I got an iPhone, and I'm testing every login method, every type of, and also tablets like iPad, testing every login method, testing every device size, every device type, and then also asking you guys to test on all of your various devices and types to find all the edge cases so that I can log all the bugs and then get them all fixed by the end of the month. That's been really a core focus for the last, for the last 2 months, but really intensely for the last like 2 weeks. We've been like very intensely focused on this. So, in the month of May so far, we've fixed 41 logged bugs. And by the way, that's just like the big bugs. That doesn't really include like the small little things. Like sometimes we'll see something kind of relatively small that's broken and we'll just fix it really quick without logging it. A good example is Taskmaster reported that he couldn't put emojis in polls, and we just fixed that really quick. So it doesn't even really count on that bigger list. This is more like the bigger ticket items. So, we fixed 41 so far, and there's only 18 logged bugs left. And we've got 10 days left. So I mean, obviously we're going to find more bugs. And as we fix some things, it's like a mechanic, you take the bumper off and then you find that, 3 other things were broken that you didn't know about before you took the bumper off. So even though it's logged that we've got 18 bugs, there's more likely like 30 bugs by the time we start fixing all that stuff. But I'm 100% confident we're going to finish this May list by the end of May. And my public service announcement is that if you guys find bugs, please report them in #feedback because we are going to keep fixing things as fast as we possibly can. And if we're able to log them sooner than later, we can get them all done by the end of this month. And like I said, the goal that I've set for the developers is 99% bug free by May 31st, which basically means that when you use Inleo, finding a bug and finding like a major issue that impedes your experience should be a rare event. It should be something that happens, maybe once a week at the very most, where you like have to refresh the page because something didn't load correctly, for example. So, throughout the last 2 months, we've pushed literally no new features. It's been all bug fixes. And there's been hundreds of bug fixes. So it's been really difficult, but the product, I think, using Leo today is much better than it was a few months ago. And Taskmaster's bringing up polls and how they're not working. That's entirely reliant on HalfSQL. So we're still waiting for HalfSQL to sync, and we literally can't do anything other than wait. So things like, and things like that, that may break in the future and go down. And that's just a function of right up to like node issues on the blockchain. It's like, in terms of what we have control over, the experience of Inleo should be 99% bug free. So that is the goal I've set by, obviously 10 days from today would be May 31st. So after May 31st, we'll get back to adding features And while we do that, so I've been talking about this mountain of technical debt that we've built up. The Inleo UI was launched, the Project Blank UI was launched on May 1st. So it's been just over 12 months now. And for those, first 10, 11 months, we focused entirely on just pushing feature, 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 feature. And we knew that this technical debt was being built up. And obviously we were cleaning things, the massive bugs that were really impeding the experience, we would fix in real time. But we knew that this debt was kind of being built up. But in order to get the UI to where it is today as fast as possible, and to me, like the features we have right now are like all the core features I had in mind of like, this is like the basic building block of what Inleo should be. It took us 10 months of just solely focusing on features. And then finally we got to the place where I was like, okay, we've got all the features I've really been wanting for a long time. Premium was kind of like the last notch in the belt that I wanted to see on the UI before we shifted over to focusing on bug fixes entirely. So that debt should be completely cleared away by the end of this month, and then we can get back to new features. And while we do those new features, obviously the debt being at zero means that we can fix bugs as we go, rather than just let them pile up, for a later date.